Hey YouTube, you're watching Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I am your Friday vlogger, Leanna. So, this week's topic, okay, let's see, I'm just going to go and read it and then I'll answer it. What mental shift occurs for you between living in the top of your goal range and bottom? How are you living differently day in and day out to be at opposite ends of your goal range spectrum? Are the mental, physical, daily action plans that much different? How? Why? Basically share a bit of what you notice about yourself when your weight fluctuates. So, right now, I am above my range. I like to be between 135 and 142. And there for a while before I had a reconstructive surgery, I was flexing around like 145, 148 and trying to get back down to 140. And then I buckled down, and right before I had my reconstructive surgery, I got to 139. So currently I'm around 150 pounds. So I'm anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds above what I ultimately like to be. So what changes day to day is whether I count my calories or not. So while I'm trying to lose weight, I try to eat no more than 1,000 calories a day, and I use MyFitnessPal and I calculate all my calories. I try to get at least 45 to 55 minutes of cardio in if I'm trying to lose weight. At least 5 days a week is what I shoot for. And while I'm at the gym, I shoot for every 10 minutes 100 calories. So if I'm working out for 45 minutes, I want to burn at least 450 calories. So I kind of look at that. And then I make sure I get in on my water. I try really hard to get in at least 100 ounces of water a day if I'm trying to lose. And that's pretty much where I'm at. Oh, and I also, I weigh myself regularly. There for a minute, I was scared of the scale, and it did nothing for me but make me worse. So now I can pretty much gauge on the day that I have where that scale is going to be the following day. If I end up having a fun weekend, I can gain up to 6 pounds. Now, I can lose that 6 pounds within the week, and then I end up flatline. But what I will also do if my weight goes up is I will go back to pretty much my pre-op diet, which was protein shake for breakfast, firm protein for lunch, and a protein shake for dinner. And I'll go back to that basics with that to try to get some weight off. I struggle with, I can only handle, so many days really on point. And then it kind of, I don't know. So that's kind of, what I do. Mentally, it's a challenge. Mentally, I'm a fatty at heart, I guess, or up in the head. So, I have to do a lot of talking myself out of things, which is really, really tough, for me anyways, to talk myself out of something. Um, so that's pretty much it. You know, what I do day to day. You know, if I am okay with what the scale says, I don't really count my calories, but I continue to weigh myself. And I just kind of do I guess an 80-20, where I'm 80% on, 20% off type of a diet. Whereas if I'm trying to get the weight off, I really try for more of the, 100% on point. So, I would say the biggest advice I can give is to get on the scale on a regular basis. Just this past week, I avoided the scale like the plague. I was like, not doing it. And so I got enough courage, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get on the scale. And I was like, but I'm not going to look at it. Called my husband over, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get on the scale, and don't tell me what it is. So I pretty much use him as a buffer. And, midweek, I'm like, okay, is it anywhere close to this number? And, it's so funny because he laughs at me, and I'm just like, okay, is that a good laugh or a bad laugh? And he was like, I'm just going to tell you. And it was nowhere near where I thought it was going to be. I was under what I thought it was going to be. And I was like panicking for no reason, And so basically, whether it's good or bad, whether you think you're going to like it or not, the scale is there as a tool, and can do pretty much nothing but benefit you. And that's how I got fat again, was avoiding the scale, for many, many years. So I refuse to do that, 10 pounds up. I'm working on it every day. I feel like as long as I haven't given up, as long as I haven't gained any more than this 10 pounds, I'm okay with that. So, there's so many more things that I'm trying to adjust to right now and be okay with that, I know what to do to get the weight off, and so it's a matter of how bad do you want it, right? So those are some tips and things that I do when the scale fluctuates. Before I go on vacation, I try to lose weight because I know I'm always going to gain weight and have that fluctuation. Sometimes I think you have to have the ability to flip the switch, and over the years I have learned that, where I can just flip the switch and get back on the program, and we're good. So I struggle a lot with a weekend fat girl, and yeah. So anyways, I think that's pretty much, got like one more maybe minute. Let me make sure I've covered everything. Let's see, your mental, physical, and daily action plans, much different. So yeah, I think I pretty much answered everything. So alright, you guys, I will see you next week.